remember, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mid lane bans already. So if Navi get another, this is going to be a deny pick as well. They go for the Bruno, a solid choice up against the Moskov. What is a mid laner that's up for grabs now?
Sicilian?
It's against
Sicilian, but then what, right? Vexana? Yves? Yves. Against the Haya though.
Oh! Okay, something new on the table. For
Interesting.
ONIC. So far, 0 picks out of Sans with this hero. So you can say it's a debut pick in season of 15, but I don't think there's any memory of Sans playing a Selena that I have in my mind. But let's see though if that's gonna shake our minds here.
That might really just shift the balance in favor of ONIC, man. Now the mid lane matchup is just so one-sided early aggression-wise for Navi. Even with all the setup, with all the tools they have right there, ONIC might be able to just get more prio purely with the fact that their mid laner is a legitimate assassin threat.
You can see here the stats is favoring towards ONIC in lineup rating. The counter decks favors Navi just a little. So it's everyone's game in this one. Week number 4 begins with ONIC against Navi. Still looking for the first win of the season. What's gonna happen in the Land of Dawn? We are going to see in a second.
To get your first win in MPL ID up against the Sky Kings will definitely be a statement that they are back. Ladies and gentlemen, Cars debuting on the Kalea Rome.
Yep, ONIC Lutpi against BQ Shea. Newcomer in the XP lane, so it's gonna be an interesting one for both of them. Kind of like a debuter in the first, or like in season 15, both of them.
To see how the early game favors either team, because again, the junglers really want to have some fire right there, but with the Hilda, man, Navi can kind of bully around some of these early game assassins in the jungle, but with that, the Selena pressure, man.
I think the pressure is more on the side of Cars. Able to get Aether to get that lethal wander. You can see the movement though. Kyrie to be caught by that quad shadow. Poke just a bit.
And Cars, if you look at the emblems earlier, went for the pull yourself together, so he's abandoning some of his sustain for playmaking potential. He's gonna be active right here, and he certainly is able to actually guard Aether from Keyboy right there. But look at this.
24.
Shadow kill coming down as well. Keyboy gonna be caught very low. One shuriken should do it, but Keyboy gets out.
Also good job from Savera just knocking Aether to the back, and now Shive and crew will have a bit more pressure here in the gold lane. So far, Cars is doing amazing against Keyboy. You're gonna see here the predictions. Oh my goodness. It looks like in the English desk, no one disagrees that's gonna be a 2-0.
On the Indonesian desk though, someone is anti-ONIC, and we all know who it is. PP! Mr. PP indeed. Look at this though, whoa!
Look, he gonna be, JCC sideways claws! BQ Shy gets a big bonk on Lutpi.
Well, there you go. A kill for the newcomer, looking pretty good. Cars and BQ Shy, the frontliners of Navi, is doing work against Keyboy.
BQ Shy zoning Kyrie away. That's gonna be the turtle for free. Keyboy not level 4 just yet as Cars walks up, and this purple buff will be taken by Navi.
Well, this does not go as I thought we will. Navi is leading about 900 gold in the first 3 minutes, Rashi.
They're doing great. They got a kill right there. They're able to use the Hilda so effectively there to get lane pressure as well as roam into the jungle. Like we mentioned, assassin junglers against the Hilda, it's never really a good time. And with the wave clear that the Sicilian have, because the roamers are busy dueling each other, the mid lane is kind of left alone. So Navi can actually use the Sicilian to clear faster than Suns. But look at that cheeky little steal there. Immediate in and out by the Selena. Suns has got to find more moments like that if he wants to have some prio in this early game.
And the thing is, this is Selena we're talking about. And we've always mentioned that Selena does not matter which mid laner that she's up against. She's going to be down in gold, Arashi. So there's going to be a lot of economic advantage for Navi, even in the mid game.
That's the idea, man. Does he want to stay in the lane that's somewhat passive, just clearing and roaming around? Or he wants to try and take a more aggressive route and maybe let someone else deal with the lane while he finds chances to go for these surprise abyssal arrows. Being unexpected with the angles is something that he really has to do, because teams have seen this Selena in action before. But look at this.
Tsunami slam and all in over to Keyboy. Good flicker out, but Aether gets it. Last shot down as X Magic
Not gonna happen 2 times in a row. Keyboy almost getting away with 0 HP, but they finished the job.
Still enough damage on the side of Navi for sure. 2 kills, but ONIC aren't really too far behind. But as the game goes on, in the mid-game, right, with these few kills, Navi can start taking real control over the game, especially if Keyboy starts getting too squishy to tank up in the front line. Look at it, Aether already making a move, already trying to zone and assert some dominance here, as the turtle is going to be spawning in 3 seconds.
Okay, but so far the gold lead hasn't ballooned just yet, as we're gonna take a look at the second objective. What's gonna happen here? Navi already had the advantage.
Let's be poked down. You can see BQ Shy already on Kyrie. Doing some damage. Now it's gonna be Aether. Locked in, by the way, the Dragon of Keyboy.
What?
Still wins it out. The trap takes him down. That's Sans on the board. But look at the Sanguine Claws on the Sans down to Shive. Slide tackles forward, but isn't able to get that shot on target on Sans.
Correct me if I'm wrong, was that a miss? Retry from the god of the jungle?
Kyrie didn't even retry.
Oh,
Claws,
wow.
though, up top on Salvero. Forcing to purify out. BQ Shy coming down as well. The SOD able to escape for a bit. Bad impact out. Shive walking him down, but X-Magic is the one who takes a kill.
From bad to worse, everything just goes downhill for ONIC. 1.4k right now, 5 minutes, and they're up against a Sicilian.
That was a respectable try for ONIC, just can't ignore, but look at this, Ludpi!
What?
Oh, shut it down. Forced vengeance from Ludpi.
That's your EXP lane with the vengeance, by the way.
Yeah.
Aether definitely is an absolute menace right here. And again, the red tree quality, definitely quite respectable there. ONIC did a great move to try and really turn the tides on that play, but BQ Shy actually is doing a lot to really throw ONIC's balance almost. They have no idea how to position well when the Hilda is just being such a problem, kind of being a thorn in their sides, in the back side, in the back line.
Because right now, ONIC's plan is to try to recreate Geek Fam's game. Try to play the long lane with Salvero. And with the help of Sans, that might be possible with the scouting with the traps as well. And now it's Navi, Shive, trying to get the mid lane turret, and looks like they're going to be successful at it.
Look at the zoning from BQ Shy. Well played.
That was ridiculous, man. He just stands there. He's not even doing anything too crazy, but the fact that there's a chance for him to just get in there aggressively, you can tell that ONIC respects him, but are they respecting him a bit too much? Especially for right now, he only has the Radiant Armor. There's a lot of magic damage reliance on ONIC for sure, but I think with a couple of more items, ONIC might be able to burst him down and punish his aggression, but look at this.
All in on the BQ Shy down below. That's a kill for Ludpi. But a turtle will be taken for free. I think Navi are okay with that trade.
For sure, especially when all of the resources, you can count like 5 ultimates is on cooldown for ONIC just now.
Look at this, man. Ludpi, right now, without any more items, any more defenses, he's going to start looking irrelevant. But look at that stun, though.
Ooh, a tier 2 and a turtle traded in for an orange buff and BQ Shy.
Just see the kind of like the plan for Kyrie here is to try to find a jungle that's left alone from Aether. Now Navi is up about 3k gold lead. What's gonna be the answer here for BQ Shy's aggression and also Cars? The fact that I've never seen Cars not in the same frame as Shive so far in this game, Rashi, except for early game.
Seems to be still on a more so on babysit duty. By all means, Navi might really be just banking on Shive to really start snowballing and take over the game. The Bruno does have the higher power spike after all, but look at that Tsunami Slam!
Bye-bye.
Catching Ludpi still though, able to escape now. Shive climbing back. Keyboy getting in the way to Dragon, but it's only onto Cars now. It's gas to be the quad shadow! And the shadow kill, he's burning down. X-Magic gets the going one proc on him and burns Keyboy down.
Unfortunate RNG for either, but don't worry, X-Magic is there with the magic.
Ooh, man. ONIC, they gotta find ways to start controlling this because the pick they wanted, the CC that in theory can shred down a lot of these beefier members, can't do anything. BK Shy now already starting to build physical defense. ONIC still able to hang on to that tower passive in the middle lane. That's a great silver lining. But even looking at that mid lane, X-Magic is already 3-0. He's 1,000 gold ahead, and soon he's gonna have 2-3 items, and at that point, ONIC, that's the point we were talking about earlier, where Ludpi and Keyboy just cannot serve as front lines at all. They're going to be forced to play only with the advantage, with the vision of the Abyssal Traps, and looking for very select pickoffs that Navi might be willing to give them in exchange for something much, much more expensive.
Yeah, it's super hard for ONIC right now. But speaking of items, Sarashi, what I don't like about Lootby earlier is I just realized the first leather jerkin that he bought is in the 8th minute or 9th minute
Yikes.
against Bruno, against Aether with the Hayabusa, against Hilda in the lane. Aren't you supposed to build more physical defense before this?
You might be trying to bank on that aggression, on that sustain from the War Axe as well, but that's a bit of a bold move considering the trajectory of the game right now. Almost a free
is
pick
free.
for Navi right there. ONIC might be able to get something on top with Severo pushing, but even then, it might not be enough.
Okay, good news though. Even though this is a Selena game for Sans, which, oh, never mind.
Sans taking very low. Flicker out Aether! Assassinates Sans on the Selena like he's nothing.
I might have to stop mentioning a player before something happened. Sans gets taken out, and Navi might want to just erase this. Oh, Aether!
Again, almost taking Severo down.
They're still
Kyrie,
in.
really, at this point, just trying to stay afloat.
It's a ridiculous amount of damage that Navi can output right now. And X-Magic already with the Wishing Lantern, by the way. No front line whatsoever, man. No one from ONIC is tanky enough, so they are playing without front line. They're gonna have to bank on a big play right here, because otherwise Navi is gonna front to back them all the way with the lore to the end.
Cars coming down again. That's a Purify. Baited out for Severo. Keyboy walking back with the Jikundo. You can see the damage from Navi slowly but surely as Shive takes out the turret down below. Sanguine Claws and a bad impact. This time lands on Sans.
Wow.
Looking for an angle. Look, he blocked it. Shot down. Shive dealing all the free hits. That's a shadow kill on Kai. Walking back again. SOD to the back from Severo. Jumps and takes it away with the base turret. And the base will be taken down by Navi.
Talk about unexpected. Talk about a turnaround. This might be it, actually. 1-0. That was... What was the timers earlier? Was that 10 minutes?
10 minutes and 34 seconds is the official time of that game. That's how long it took for Navi to completely dismantle ONIC completely. No real winning lanes, no jungle presence, no neutral objective conceded. From the beginning of the game all the way till the end, they were able to take complete control with relative ease, and they weren't doing anything too crazy. For the most part, for the bulk of that game, it's just BQ shy, zoning everyone away.
Navi are a game away from breaking their 0-win record.